What's going on, everyone? Hopping into Drafters Million Best Ball Championship here. We're going to grab ourselves a CD Lamb share here. Gonna be doing some drafting on Drafters and DraftKings today. Get some entries in there. Gonna try to jam a bit on both sites before we wrap up the season, the off season. So honestly, it's pretty fun to draft on them. Get a little full PPR. I think DraftKings has a lot more casuals. Drafters is pretty sharp, but it's just a different kind of atmosphere. So I kind of like drafting on it occasionally. But let's go ahead and get some music going. I should worry about that. All right, there we go. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'll have the cam all set up. Hello, hello, hello. Hi there, hi there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, now we're out here. Hello, Joss. Hope you're doing good. Had a good rest. Got the dog in the background going crazy. All right, on the clock here. Let's throw on this bad boy. All right, we're going to go ahead and draft pretty clear HN pick here. So kind of what I've been thinking through a bit more is I kind of want to organize a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna make like a note sheet and kind of get the tips for next year videos set up for when we kind of get into the season. I think it's really good to reflect on like mistakes made or just things that happened this year. But I also want to like try to really keep an eye on like what's been happening and see if I can like make any actual changes for what I do down the stretch here. I feel like sometimes you have ideas early and then you get so many more ideas and it just kind of gets jumbled together. So I will take, I've been trying to get more digs across the board. So I think I'm just gonna go grab, I mean, I can't really pass Smith here though. Sure I can. I'll get Diggs, whatever. So I got Diggs, HN, Lamb. Week 17 correlation doesn't really matter, but half point PPR or full point PPR I feel like does kind of bode well for Diggs. He could get a lot of catches. I think I'm pretty much done taking Rashee Rice in this contest. I think that it could in different cards like Best Ball Mania, you can really get away with like grabbing a guy at a different price, but in this, like you're just going to be facing against every team every week, and it just could compound against you if Rashi Rice is the guy you really want. But anyways, what I was thinking is that I think like trying to like be really meaningful about what you're doing. I think stacking is like even more important in like the full season contests. And I think like trying to go out of your way to like, okay, let me grab 2 guys from this team and hope that I capture like a large percentage of their points throughout the season. I think that's like kind of one of the best things you could do. Hopefully the lighting's better now. Looks a little better. Dog in the background staring at me. All right, we should be good to go. I think I'm going to do like a couple hours here today, so it should be a lot of fun. Down a little bit here. Perfect. All right, so Mahomes goes. Kelsey Mahomes in 3-4 turn. It's going to be a vibe today. We're going to be chilling. We're going to hang out for a couple hours here. And we're going to get back into it tomorrow. We'll do some more stuff. And then this weekend we'll do, I mean, this is like almost the last week of content we can do. So last week or so. So we got to get our entries in till the buzzer here. And it does look like there's an overlay brewing for sure in this best ball draft, in this drafter stuff. We kind of see what the fill rate is right now. I'll take a look. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. Looks like it is 86,000 out of 185,000. So like 100K entries needed. So that's kind of, I mean, a good chance that it does get a little bit of overlay. And that's always good for the players. So obviously not good for drafters as a whole, but like, I don't know. I think they have staying power, especially as best ball continues to grow. I hope drafters can make it work. Hopefully I can get like a partnership with them at some point. That'd be cool. But we are growing slowly but surely. Speaking of that, if you guys are new, make sure to sub. Trying to hit a sub goal of 100 by the hopefully mid-season we can get there. We'll see. Cherry Bride is on the board. Really no value to be had here. I think grabbing a Chief is pretty sharp here. Give me my high upside bet on the Chiefs. Hope it's not Rice. Make my bet on Worthy. Fine with me here. I also am pretty high on like double stacking running backs. So like if I got Achane Mostert, I'd be happy. Achane Jalen Wright, I'm pretty into that for sure. My favorite is probably Warren, Najee, Jalen, or Tajay and Pollard, and then we can go Chase Brown and Moss is pretty interesting. This guy's going to go Lamar Andrews at the turn. So I think I'll scoop McBride, get a tight end with a lot of volume. Should have a lot of volume this year, in my opinion. I think his skill set and like Kyle Pitts kind of fits more so for this format. So I'm down to get him. Obviously, Kincaid was tempting there, but we'll get a piece. And I think like getting pieces on good offenses is like another thing that's like probably a little bit undervalued. And I mean, they're obviously valued accordingly, but like a little bit like underutilized probably in these season-long contests, because I just think like that is even more important. Be like, okay, I need these teams to all consistently score points, and then hope that I get the guy that's scoring like chunk points for me. That doesn't mean there's not value on those like low scoring point teams, but you really need to be careful. Got Chase Waddle, Rice Flowers, Jefferson Neighbors, Metcalf, Higgins, Ridley. Okay, so we're wide receiver bros here. A lot of running backs on the board. I mean, I'd love for James Cook to come back to me. I don't think he will. Jacobs is another guy I probably should be taking more, especially on drafters. But he goes. Yeah, I kind of like that start. Bijan, Nico, Ayuk, Cooper is pretty fun start. Thought was going crazy next to me. Godwin off the board. And let's see here. Kenneth Walker, another guy I'm trying to get some more shares of. For Shop White, I'm trying to get more shares of. Definitely a lot of like players I'm like trying to get more shares of down this stretch here. Let's go ahead and look at my fantasy life here. Okay, do you have that up then? Okay, good. Take a look at that here soon. Deontay goes, Jaden Reed goes. Yeah, I mean, like, mix in White. Kenneth Walker, Kamara, or White would be awesome if they fell back to me. I don't think they will, but that'd be cool. Brian Thomas here, another upside swing. JSN, I just feel like is a good bet. I feel like he could break out and be good all year. I like taking him. Kamara goes. Kenneth Walker, White is still available. So we're going to hope we can get one of those guys coming back to us. Kenneth Walker goes. A-Rich, first quarterback, could be somewhat intriguing, I guess. McBride, Connor, try to capture all of Arizona's points. Kyler is actually pretty fun to use as like my stack. Shawway goes, damn. Okay. I think a pretty clear Kyler pick here. All right. Back into the fray here. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty solid to go JSN, get my fourth receiver, and then like I could go running back, or I could go with I mean, Swift actually makes a ton of sense here. There's like all the Bears receivers are gone. I mean, where is Allen going later? It's not. Okay. I mean, Swift makes a ton of sense if I'm kind of going the way I've been wanting to try to my targets. So I'm gonna have to skip Kyler, and that's okay with me. Yeah, give me JSN, get my fourth receiver, and then I get either Swift or Kyler here. I think these kind of bets just make a lot of sense in this, just because like, okay, let me get Swift, hope that a lot of the points come to him in the offense. Not all of them, obviously, but like a lot. So a lot of the offense goes through him, and I can just capture like a lot of those Chicago points. I think that's kind of just makes sense. It's like, okay, let me make compounded bets on players that could like pay off week after week. So if Swift is like by far the best pick out of all the receivers, which I don't usually put that as the best odds, but let's just say like they just put the ball up a lot for those Chicago pass catchers, and then Swift is just a hit every week. Like that's good for me. I profit off that. I can benefit off that. Same with if Achane is the better pick between Hill and Waddle, I can benefit off that. If Lamb consolidates everything in Dallas, I can profit off that. And that's kind of the idea here. It's like, okay, can I get the lion's share of the points of this offense at whatever cost I get it at? So can I get the lion's shares of Seattle's passing points? Maybe, hopefully, and that's kind of the goal here. I feel like that's the optimal way to play it. I don't know if there's enough data to like really definitively know if there's like a better strategy, but I do know from like looking at or like knowing the information from last year in Best Ball Mania, there was the regular season rewards, and most of the teams were able to accomplish that exact thing. And in a sense, like there's the people that could capture all of Miami backfield points were like all over the top of the leaderboards. Obviously, maybe a little bit of an outlier, but I think it's just like kind of compounds like what the idea of this contest is. Consolidate the points and try to get as much of the lion's share of the points for each offense. And then hopefully you can get the best offense and then grab like one or two pieces that you can get most of their points from. That being said, yeah, not having San Francisco piece does suck, but Jordan Mason, 100% want to take him later. I'm curious where he goes here. 182, yeah, I'll probably reach a bit on that to make sure I lock him up. It seems like a super, super sharp bet. And overlay in this contest is pretty interesting because you just like have a better chance of placing in the cash, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty fun. Sorry about that. Just checking what the dog is barking at. Another dog barking somewhere. All right, so perfect timing. We're back on the clock here shortly. Mostert here is like I just said. Mostert makes a ton of sense here. Like we saw what Mostert Achane combos did last year. Obviously, the price was a bit cheaper, quite a bit cheaper, but it's not like completely different. So I don't know. If not, I get Pollard, and I'm happy with him too. So I got a lot of options here. I do like. But this is my favorite range here. This Pollard, Spears. Shit. I mean, yeah, I'll take whoever I can get. If I can double tap Pollard, Spears, I'll do that. If I can get double tap, yeah. Do I just take Pollard here and then say like I'll get whoever I get after that? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because worst case, I'm like, okay, I get the best option in both backfield, or I get Mostert back to me, and I get Mostert Achane, or I get Spears Pollard, which I like both those options. So, worst case scenario, I have Pollard and Spears. So yeah, it's fine. I'm okay with that. Is it dumb? Was that dumb to not take Mostert? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just like I want to make sure I think Pollard, Spears, and just betting on Achane to be a smash is probably better than doing the Mostert Achane stuff. I mean, it could easily pay off. It's just like I would rather just say like, okay, let me get Mostert and Jalen Wright and see if that works out for me compared to like Mostert Achane at their price this year. Because last year you were paying, I believe, like a pick kind of around this range. No, I think Mostert was like in the hundreds last year. So yeah, you take Mostert, pick 100, and then you get 130, 150 Achane last year. Compared to round 2 Achane, I feel like it just makes more sense to be like, okay, they both get hit, but I feel like drafting Mostert and Achane at this price is assuming that like drafting Mostert at this price just assumes he stays healthy all year. Jalen Wright never gets a crack, and I feel like just betting on Achane by himself is a little bit better than going both of them. Like I said, I think it could still work, and I would definitely be willing to do it. I just feel like in this build, I feel like grabbing the double Tennessee at this price makes more sense than grabbing the Miami at the prices that they're at. Because we kind of need like Achane to be a smash there, and that kind of involves Mostert not really doing quite as much. Maybe dropping off a few touchdowns to Achane is like kind of what we want there. So now we kind of want to figure out quarterback probably. Dak is gone. Worthy, Worthy. Can do Worthy. We can do Herbert. Watson. Okay. Someone on there. So this clock's moving, or this board's moving pretty damn quick. I do like that. So I mean, Cousins makes definitely a ton of sense if I want to go like Cousins and like say, oh, let's get a bunch of points from Mooney. I don't mind doing that. Mooney goes at 135, so probably that'd be tough to get both of them there. Oh, I know, I could probably wait if I want to go that route. Not really. Don't think Tua makes sense with this build. Daniels went as well. I was hoping he'd like slip down here somehow, but I guess he does not go this high. Does not go this late on drafters. This is kind of a tough spot here. I always like going Wicks here. Solid 8 points on that team. And then I think we're just gonna go late QB here. There's nothing jumping off the page to me here, so I'm not gonna like force anything. So we'll probably just be going late quarterback here. Like, totally cool with like Fields, Bo Nix, Drake May, maybe even four if we like are feeling crazy. Do we just take Cousins and go for like something different and like Raymond McLeod or something like that? We could backstack Tua, I guess, right? Yeah, we'll do that. I don't know if that's like optimal at all, but we could play for this Jalen Wright stuff if we want. And then I would like to get Jonnu and Malik Washington. And I'm not fooling myself. Like, I'm going to capture all the points. But let's say one of Tua, or one of Waddle or Hill go down. I think like that could be really good for Achane. I think Achane's going to get involved a lot as a receiver this year. He was last year too, but like I think he's going to get even more work in the receiving game. They've been like running routes on the outside, so that also makes sense to like stack him with Tua every once in a while. And then on top of that, I'm going to make sure I get some late guys that can benefit off of like chaos. Like Tyreek Hill goes down for a week or two. Like that might be good for Malik Washington or Jonnu Smith. I'll try to capitalize off that chaos a bit as well. So definitely some targets late. They're going to be pretty cheap. Jonnu will go a little higher, but it should be pretty easy to get one or two of those guys. And then if the Mooney Cousins comes back to us, then we're just going to jam that all day. Okay, Dortch is kind of tempting here too. Dortch and Michael Wilson. Yeah, like I said, it's not optimal. I don't think like I would do it every time, but I don't mind doing it every once in a while. I think sprinkling Tua in with HN is not like awful at all. So we have 2 week 5 buys at running back. Probably want to avoid week 5 running backs, and then otherwise we're pretty much in the clear everywhere else. Maybe ideally week 6 bye weeks we avoid as well. At running back. A couple guys I like here: Algier, Chandler. I like a lot. Cousins goes here to this 12 pick. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think Jalen Wright does make sense now if I'm going to go that way, and that's a bet against Mostert in that sense. Because you're really not, if HN goes down, I mean, his team's pretty much dust. So we're not going to play for that at all. Get rid of Kamani. Is there any other like the back? I mean, we can go like Dobbins and like, oh, this is a 2 week 5, so that wouldn't work really. But I'll say Dobbins and what's his name could have been kind of interesting. Dobbins and like Vidal could have been kind of fun, but doesn't seem like that'll happen. Tyrone Tracy, I think it's still a jam at this price. And then get down here, it gets pretty much like undraftable. I mean, you can go Akers or Sermon. Waiting on some stuff on Sermon. I was hoping we'd get some more clarity on that because I think he was the number 2, but if he's hurt, that could be a little bit of an issue. could open the door for Hold just to be the de facto number 2. I mean, there's definitely some. I mean, there's some teams that don't have their backup like ever drafted, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Most likely, there's a winner there if something would happen to JT or something like that. Barkley too. We just don't really know who the backup is going to be for sure. Yeah, we want Algier here. Algier, Jalen Wright. Just keep betting on like what I've been trying to do this whole time. I mean, I'm down to do it. Give me Algier, and then I'm gonna take Jalen right here, and I'm not mad at all. So we can double handcuff the running backs, do exactly what we set out to do. We got the double Miami backs, we have the double Tennessee, and then Chicago, Atlanta. All teams we do expect to be pretty solid. We can even handcuff Chicago if we're feeling crazy. And I don't think it's a handcuff at that point, but we can even do this too, and I'm not even mad about it. So that's kind of fun. Is this right or wrong? I mean, we're not going to know for sure, but I think it is good, and we'll see. Like maybe this is like the cheat, the secret code. If you just kind of hit on the right stuff, like you can really supercharge your teams. And I feel pretty good with Lamb, Diggs, Worthy, JSN, Wicks. I'm gonna get more receivers, of course. So. But this running back room is pretty fun, honestly. The handcuffing thing feels just a lot more doable in this kind of stuff. So Herbert's a guy I would love to fall back to me. Backstack Baker is an awful. I mean, we're really mostly looking at this Bo Nix stuff, like Bo Nix and May, and then grab Patrick and Reynolds and Franklin. We have a lot of options with those tight ends and QB. Drake maybe we could do the same thing with. Fields is a guy I'd like to get more of. I think Fields is another guy that can compound you in a good way. So I wouldn't mind grabbing Fields on this team too, just to have him. Definitely some Washington guys we're gonna want to. Oh, did not mean to do that. Definitely some guys here we're gonna want to target. Not quarterback. McCaffrey, Brown, Sanat, all those guys are a little bit better looking plays now that they're on the Eagles. Now that they're on the or Dotson went to the Eagles. Jeez, can't speak right now. Itchy dog. All right. So Jaleel McLaughlin goes. I mean, you could do the same thing with Denver too. I don't know. There's just a lot of kind of interesting stuff, handcuff situations you can go for. Herbert's still on the board. Both Herberts on the board here. Yeah, I mean, we jam Herbert at 167 if he's there, and we could stack him with Hurst and Brandon Rice, DJ Chark. I mean, Quentin Johnson if you're into pain. Yeah. Wandale goes, Tolbert goes. Well, Tolbert's gonna go. Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff down here for sure. Darnold goes. This guy has no quarterback. Oh yeah, he has a Rich Love. This guy has Hurts. We can hope. We can definitely hope. I would be pretty happy with him there. Douglas goes. This guy has 2 quarterbacks already. Jonnu goes at 189. Okay, we have a little bit of time for Jonnu. Guys have Dak and Lamar at the one hole. All right, so I'm gonna get Khalil Herbert and just assume that Justin Herbert comes back. If he doesn't, I'll take Geno, and I'll be good with that. This guy seems like he's kind of drafting off value, but not really. I think he did reach on a couple things. Like Lamar Andrews, I think he did grab purposefully. So we might be okay. Okay, so I'm dumb. He just scooped up Herbert. That's fine. I mean, JSN actually does make more. I mean, Geno makes a lot more sense, to be fair. So that is okay. I mean, in a vacuum, I'd much rather have Herbert, but I think the way he's. I mean, I don't know what he's doing, honestly. I think he was auto picking though. Seems like, but whatever. Geno's good for this team. I have JSN. I'm not sweating that. But I think like it's like the key here is like if you're gonna do the handcuffing. Hey, stop doing that. You're on camera, crazy. You like it's key to like grab these running backs that have some standalone value. Like songs actually are songs. Some like players that have standalone value in the running back room. So like I think there is standalone value for Herbert with Swift. Obviously Herbert could get traded too. I think Algier has standalone value. I think Spears and Pollard have standalone value regardless. I think they both should have roles. I think the same with Achane and Wright. I think, well, Achane and Wright is like, if Wright ends up being the running back 2 for one reason or another, if Mostert goes down, like he is just an absolute smash at that price. Whether that means Achane gets every snap or if they like give like a little bit to Wright and a lot to Achane, like that is just really, really good for your team if you have that. So I think it makes sense. It's just like different when you're like, okay, let me grab CMC and let me grab Jordan Mason, because that just like, okay, what is Jordan Mason going to do for you unless CMC misses games? Like pretty much nothing. And then if CMC's hurt and you have CMC on that team, like you're probably losing anyways. So it's like I feel like that's not a bet I want to make in that sense. But the other route, I like doing it the other way around. So I mean, Fields is pretty great here. I don't think we'll get Jordan Mason, which does stink. But we do have a lot of running backs already. So we really just want Jonnu to come back to us at 191. Jonnu would be great. Auden, Henry. I mean, yeah, we really want Jonnu. Jonnu really puts this team together. So we definitely don't want to miss out on him. So let's see what else we can get here. Yeah, so right now we're looking at a bunch of these Washington late guys for receiver. Like I wouldn't even mind doing a double like Danny Brown and Luke McCaffrey stack. It's kind of interesting. Malik Washington, someone we definitely want to grab. And we want Jonnu badly. And then Fields, May, or Knicks. Did Knicks go already? He went early. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Fields, Knicks, or Fields and May are what we want here. Okay, Fields goes. It's not on the table anymore. What other quarterbacks are available? We got Daniel Dimes, Bryce Young, Drake. I mean, Drake May is kind of just like the clear guy there. So next pick, we want May and ideally we want Drake May and Johnny. I don't know if Johnny's going to follow us, but hope he does. Boyd goes. We'll probably do one more on drafters. Get my 13th and 3 in on here, and then we'll hop over to DK for a little bit. Plan on going for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours today, so should be a fun sesh here. Hopefully this guy does not auto pick. Does not. Johnny Smith, come on down. Okay, yeah, Taysom Hill, someone I definitely want more of too on drafters. It's gonna be hard to get him if like people are pretty sharp to that. So we get Tua with double Miami running back, and then we got Jonnu, and then we can also play for Malik Washington. I think that makes a ton of sense. Get another Miami piece. We have 5 receivers. Gonna need more, of course, but I like what we got here. Where'd Mason go? Right, 181. Yeah, no shot I was getting him, huh? So I guess we can like say like, okay, I mean Drake May just is like a so much better pick than any of these guys, like just by far. So I think I gotta go May. As much as I would like to just grab my Luke McCaffrey share, that's fine. I'll get somebody. I might be able to get McCaffrey coming back. I mean, I assume these people are pretty smart and they're going to grab him up. So he should be a little bit higher right now, but you know, Some Drake May stuff. Henry's already gone, but we have a lot of Patriots we can grab otherwise. 3 picks left. It's going to be all receivers here. Yeah, all receivers here. Get a little 3-7-8-2 here. Hedrick Bourne. I mean, Bourne Baker, Bourne Osborne, or yeah, Bourne Osborne. They all seem okay. Probably just a single Bourne, honestly. I mean, unless Gibson is still available. Probably not, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Bourne for sure. You don't need it, but I'm gonna grab Bourne. So here, like the one thing is like I don't have a lot of premium stacks. I don't really consider HN and Tua a premium stack, but I do have like I think maybe the one with Geno, which is pretty interesting. And then I have maybe May's like pretty high target, like a pretty high target for May, which is interesting as well. And then I just have like maybe the target leader in Houston, maybe the highest scorer in the receiving field for the Chiefs, maybe the highest scorer in the Green Bay receiving core, and then a ton of like running back contingent value and like overall value. So I like what I have a lot. And this is just kind of experiment that I'm going to do. I think it clearly worked for like the season long stuff. So this is the exact same thing pretty much, except for it goes to no, it's the exact same thing. Other than it stops week 14 instead of stops in this week 17, and the other ones would stop to week 14. But I just think like it just makes all the sense in the world to like stack up your running backs this way if they have a little bit of standalone value. Excuse me. All right. Love Trey Tucker. It gets pretty gross at receiver. Where is Bourne buried? Okay, Bourne's buried, so we don't have to grab Bourne. So we just go Naylor and Dammy Brown. That's pretty fun. I think Naylor has value just right away. So we go Naylor, Dammy Brown, and Kendrick Bourne. Seems pretty strong to me. Oh no! I wanted Malik Washington, right? Shit. Yeah, we're gonna have to pass on. Yeah, This should have been. I mean, I don't have to stack May, I guess, but this should have been. Dammy Brown. I mean, I fucked up there. I thought I miscounted there. I just got excited to pick Jalen Naylor. Damn it. That's fine. I'm gonna make sure I get some Dammy Brown shares on like all across like weekly winners and stuff like that. But a little bit annoyed I missed out on him there. I should have grabbed him up there. All right, I'm gonna enter another drafters tournament. Oh, they have a Superflex NFL championship right now. Didn't realize they had that. A little 500K to first on this one. Pretty crazy stuff. Dammy Brown goes, so I get sniped on the Dammy Brown stuff. Damn it. I'm curious if I could play a playlist on YouTube and just have it in the background. I'll have to try it sometime. I'm not sure if it'll work, but I'll give it a go. Give it a test run sometime and just record it. Yeah, I could just record it and check it on my own. That'd be kind of interesting. This guy's doing estimate P, Ryan. Okay. So yeah, definitely fucked up there. I should have had Dammy Brown. I mean, not that like Dammy Brown's a better like a significantly better pick than Naylor, but Dammy Brown lower ownership and he is a good pick right now. So they're both going to be lower owned in this tournament anyways, but I don't know. I just think like trending up for Dyami Brown, I would rather grab him. Whereas Naylor like isn't really trending in either direction. He's just a good pick. So definitely a mishap there. And Malik Washington is kind of an important piece for this team if I'm going to grab Tua without Hill and Waddle. So I just think like you really got to tell a story in these. And if your story pans out, it's kind of like where you can really crush in this format. So I just think that's kind of the idea here. Could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Maybe it's like you need to like build completely different than like regular best ball. But I think like a little bit of extra emphasis on stacking, and then like grab high-end pieces from offenses and try to capture all the points, which is good in regular best ball. But I think it's like even more important in this because you could just, I don't know, Chiefs score 30 points and you get 75% of that from Worthy, and you know that's a big win. You know, let's just say you get 60% of the Chiefs' offensive scoring with Worthy, and that's a massive win. And then same goes for like if the Patriots are massive hits, then you can like grab a bunch of Patriots and then like compound your wins that way too. So I think it's just compounding wins in this. There probably isn't really an optimal way. There's just so many different things that could be done, but I think a couple different ways are these backfield handcuffs that you wouldn't usually like to do as much in regular best ball. They're still valuable in best ball, but I think like you do it, you want to kind of have a little bit more. A little bit more urge to do it in this kind of stuff, I feel like. So we are 2 away from filling the championship here. Who knows? I might not have any idea what I'm talking about, but I know just from the facts that like Achane Mostert was like on a high percentage of the highest teams in the season-long stuff. So that just tells me that handcuffing the running backs work if they both could have a value throughout the season. So if I can kind of capture even like a small percentage of that with like Spears, Pollard, or Swift, Herbert, or once again with Achane, right? I mean, I want to do that. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. So Kendrick Bourne is still free. I'm curious what his ownership is going to be. I'm kind of surprised he's just free in this stuff. So I went on drafters here. We got Tua, Geno, Drake May, Achane, Swift, Pollard, Spears, Algier, Jalen Wright, Khalil Herbert, Lamb, Diggs, Worthy, JSN, Wicks, Jalen Naylor, Malik Washington, Kendrick Bourne, Jonnu Smith, Trey McBride. Fun team. So we are a few away from filling this bad boy up. Let's just let's look at a couple teams. I know there's some kind of sus teams in here, I'm pretty sure, but we can check out a couple squads here. Rodgers, Smith, Mahomes, got Harris, Brooks, Chase Brown, Rico Dowdle, Zeke. This is when they were going much later. So I'm glad I got a little bit of that. Lauby, Jawar could be zeros there. Kind of sucks. Garrett, Marvin, Metcalf. I assume Worthy was a little later. Got Watson, Polk, Fournette. I guess not a zero there. And then Theo Johnson early, which I'm glad I've gotten a lot of early shares of Theo. Got him on some pretty interesting teams. Got Hurts, Herbert. So Herbert lost some value there. Lost value on Benson. Mixon, Benson, Singletary, Sharbs, Ray Davis, Marshall Lloyd. All these guys are fine. AJ Brown, Chris Olave. Do I have Geno? No. DK, JSN. Ooh, this is kind of scary. Devontae, Cornell. Like, that could be 3 zeros. That's bad. That's rough. I was going pretty crazy early. Okay, here we go. Tua, Lamar, Ramondre, Moss, Wright, Warren, Ray Davis, Bucky. Seems good. Keaton Mitchell, good. Lamb, Waddle, Smith, McConkey, Leggett, Corley, Bateman, Rice. I mean, I like all that there. That seems good. Double week 14 bye. I'm going to lose points at tight end. That sucks. Josh Daniels, that's good. Strong quarterback room. Gibbs, Cook, Rico, Kamani, Bucky, Lauby, AJ Brown, Rashi Rice. That's early Rashi share. Must be. Let's see. So when did I get Rashi on this team? No, that's Rice at 60. So that's good price for Rashi there. Obviously, Kincaid really early. Oh, I've been wanting to get I like the Kincaid Cook stuff. And I got Curtis Samuel, which I actually didn't like him that much, but Not bad. Devontae Walker, probably my worst pick there. All right, draft is starting. We have the 6 spots. Let's get in here. I'll share this tab for you guys. All right. On to the next drafters. Here we go. Not bad. Not bad. So now, kind of, if I can, I want the Chase Brown and Moss stack. And if not, I want to get, I mean, there's really not much else I want. Denver double. Seattle double seems a little silly. Buffalo, I think you could do both for both guys. Chandler Aaron Jones doesn't make much sense either. So there's like a ton of these that just don't make sense. But there's a lot that do. Like there's ones that feel like 50-50s. Feel decent. Like you could do Robinson, Eckler seems okay too. Maybe Singletary and what's his name? But there's a whole range. Like this whole chunk right here. When you get down to right here, Najee, Mostert, all these guys. You could double up these guys. I think these guys just make a ton of sense to double up. Denver, I think you definitely can. Cincinnati, like all of these guys, I feel good with, and then pretty much stops there. Dallas double seems okay. So yeah, a lot of options. Chargers, I think you could probably do it too, like Gus and Dobbins or Dobbins and Vidal, kind of interesting. All right, 5 picks away. Looks like we're gonna get one of Chase and Monra and JJ. Always down to get more JJ. Yeah, I'm pretty confident JJ is just gonna be good, and I'm not really worried about him at all. Definitely some worry coming in with Chase and Lamb, but I assume they're gonna play and no issue. But we're gonna get some discounts on them. Like I might get Lamb at 6 here, which would be nuts. We'll take Chase if I don't get Lamb. Yeah, Lamb at 6 would have been pretty fun, but I'll take Chase. Yeah, Lamb at 5. That's awesome. Wish I had the 5 spot. I'll probably get to 20 on drafters. Not gonna do too many, but I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll push for more depending on how things are going. But I think it's smart as a player to like get a lot of entries or get some entries in, especially if you know overlay is hidden. I think it makes a ton of sense to just grab some of it. So if it turns out there's like, I can get 30 entries, I'll do it. But we'll see. Got a lot of entries I want to get on other stuff too. So we'll probably do this one on drafters and we'll do 2 on TK. That'll be it. JT goes. Okay, that looks better actually. Yeah, I think and this stuff too is like these like artificial values, which like I think Gibbs, by all accounts, is an artificial value right now because he shouldn't really be going later. And I also think that Puka is also the same way because they should be healthy week 1. Obviously, there's a little bit of injury scare, but like they should be good, and like that makes me happy in general. So, but the interesting stuff is like you can make a case for all these receivers falling, like the holds, the contract situations for Lamb and Chase. And then JJ quarterback situation, like it's just such a weird like discourse, which it happens every year. There's something weird going on with receivers, but I don't know. Like the Persona soundtrack, thank you. Persona soundtrack goes hard, man. Give me Gibbs here. I mean, I'll take, like I said, I'll take the artificial discount. We call it. Yeah, Lamb Gibbs would have been sick, dude. But Gibbs gets taken from me. Okay. I'll take Debo. I've been getting a lot of Debo. Been watching some receiver. Gotta get some Debo every once in a while. Okay, so pretty much everything going as expected right now. All right, so Waddle, Kyron, Evans. Adams went at 14 here. Kyron's a jam at the price right now. If we can get him. Evans, DJ Moore. We want to get more DJ Moore too. Another dig share. DJ Moore goes. All right, let me get Kyron, guys. You guys both have running backs. You don't need any more running backs. Ooh, Chase Debo Kyron is very fun. Chase Debo Kyron is pretty sick. You get potentially the leading scorer on each of those teams. Like that's sick. Obviously, like the odds-on favorite is CMC, Puka / Cup, but you know, Debo could be the best value. Kyron could be the best value in that offense. I say value relative, but like when I say like value, I mean just like how much they pay off their draft costs. Like, could Kyron be the biggest payoff with draft costs? Sure. Could Debo be the biggest payoff compared to CMC? Yes. Could CMC just be so good that 101 is not high enough basically for him to be taken? Yes, that's also possible. But yeah. Fun start. Chase Samuel Kyron, very good start in this kind of format, I feel like. And then we can kind of like wish cast, like I'd love to get like a Lamar Andrews to come back to me, or like even like Josh Allen, and then grab like a tight end. Like that could be pretty fun. Definitely kind of tempted to just like fill my roster here at the start, but I'm not gonna force it if there's nothing there that makes sense. Josh Allen goes, Hurts goes to the AJ Brown guy, Mahomes goes. Yeah, so that, I mean, definitely life for Lamar Andrews if you want to go there. I can get Zay. Yeah, give me Zay. Give me Zay. Because I just don't want to like, I don't want to give this guy the option to go like, I mean, someone's going to scoop Lamar Andrews. I'm pretty sure of that, to be honest. But I'll grab Zay. And if there's a chance that Lamar, if Lamar sips past these guys, like, then I could get Lamar and then maybe get lucky enough to get Andrews. But the hope is just to get Lamar here. And if I don't, then I'm not dead or anything. But so Jacobs, another guy I probably should be grabbing. Like I said already earlier. I mean, we just hope that these guys are not wanting to take Lamar Andrews. Like, someone's going to do it. It's hard for me to believe someone's not going to do it, so it's going to happen. It's too easy to double tap Lamar Andrews here. So if nobody does it, I'd be shocked. Yeah, I mean, I would like to get any of these running backs, honestly. So yeah, this guy's doing the thing. Just too easy for you to double tap there. There's a world where he slips back there, but it's probably easier to get him coming back on this side, 36 area. You guys McBride. Okay. That makes things a little interesting in terms of like my prospects of grabbing Andrews here. Because that's pretty tempting. Like, give me all the Baltimore points in the pass catching game. Like, I'm like kind of into that, to be honest. So I might go there. It looks like to not have Lamar attached to it, but I'm not really that mad. Worthy, another guy I want to jam here. So this guy leaves me Andrews, that'd be dope. Yeah, that's cool with me. And then depending on what happens, we could grab like an A-Rich type here, but I think this is a good team to grab Daniels. So I'm gonna definitely circle Daniels and we have Purdy too late. I mean, there's a lot of guys we could definitely go after for sure. So I like what we got. So this guy got Mahomes with Kelsey. He can get Hollywood probably later. These guys are Hurts with AJ Brown. These guys are Josh Allen unstacked, Lamar and McBride. Kind of surprising. I don't know. I get the idea of going a little different, but I don't know. I really like getting potentially capturing 85% of the targets on the Ravens there. I don't know, 80 generously, 80%. That's pretty fun. Should be a good offense. If Henry's not doing it, then it's going to be Zay and Andrews getting every touchdown, in my opinion. So, what percentage do you give for Zay and Andrews and Henry touchdowns? What percentage is that going to be? 90% of the offense? So let's just hope that's split. Maybe 30% of that is Henry touchdowns, and the other 60 goes to Zay and Andrews. And I think they comfortably are good at this cost. All right. A-Rich is a guy I like to take in premium best ball, regular best ball with Zay and Andrews to kind of combat the single week ceiling of Lamar with Zay and Andrews, but I don't think it's as relevant in this. I just need to make sure I'm getting points. It's not as easy, but it's kind of I would rather take the bet on Daniels and do the same thing, and backstack Daniels. I think that's kind of what I would rather do. So, yeah. Brian Thomas, JSN, Rashad White, Mixon. Yeah, Mixon's a smash here if I can get Mixon. I'll take Rashad White if I don't get Mixon. Seems to be some decent A-Rich FUD recently too, so. Yeah, dude, Mixon is just a jam there. It's give me a ton of points for Houston, give me a ton of points for Rams. I have teams with. These are all teams that should make the playoffs this year, or are predicted to make the playoffs probably. This is just a fun-ass start for sure. Debo Samuel, Kyron, or Debo Chase, Kyron, Zay, Andrews, Mixon. But gonna probably end up with a lot of Week 14 though. The way this is going so far. All right, zoom out a little bit here. Coming back around. Probably receiver. Yeah, I mean, Brian Thomas is just not falling anymore. Yeah, take Christian Watson over Keon and JSN. I feel like that's a mistake in my opinion. These just my thoughts at least. Yeah, I am running to the podium for JSN or Keon here. If I can't get either of them, that would be unfortunate, but I will probably grab Lad or something if I can't get them both. So we'll see. Hopefully Keon falls to us. Would fit with my thesis is what I'm trying to do a lot, but I can't get him. I'll probably just grab Lad, I guess. Feels like a lot worse bet, but I don't. I'm happy to take him there. Shakir's gone up a lot. Jeez, yeah, 85. Holy crap. That feels like a very quick. Damn, Keelan went. Okay. So I get Daniels at 91 if I want him, or I get Burrow. I'd be happy with either. So I'm gonna just let those guys fall. Man, I guess I just take the target hog Lad. I just don't. Damn, that sucks. Keelan feels a million times better than Lad there, but I'll take Lad. That's fine. I just prefer him over like Hollywood there probably, and Hollywood could fall to 91. I'd feel decent about that. So yeah. So next pick is probably QB here. Chase or Daniels, and yeah, Daniels is there. I'm jamming Daniels. That's what I'll say. And if Burrow's there, but Burrow's the only one available, then I just take Burrow just because he's the only one there. So that's my plan, my short-term plan here for this wrap. Where'd Warren end up at? So Warren went down to 95. It's like that's just another guy. It's like sure there's some re-injury risk, but like I just think like the percentage of chance that like Warren gets a re-injury versus like Najee getting a new injury are like pretty close. Like it's just so unpredictable that you can't just like sit here and be like, okay, well, can't draft any guys that had got banged up in training camp. Like that's just not how things work. Obviously, some injuries are a little more scary in terms of like re-injury risk, but it's just not how things work really in the NFL. It's just like if someone gets banged up, it doesn't mean they're going to be hurt the rest of the season. It just sometimes they'll just get healthy and then they're good the rest of the year. It's hard to predict these things, so I don't try to predict them. Let's see what else we can listen to here. Yeah, I have a ton of like mixes I want to listen to. That'd be fun. So I have to check that out and see if I can get the music to just run through in the background. I might have to like share my actual like desktop, but I wouldn't mind doing that. Probably have to reshape the screen quite a bit, to be honest, but okay. Coming back, the guys that I want are still there. Stroud goes. Stroud, Hurts, Dell, Brown. That's pretty fun. Hurts, Stroud on this kind of build is super sick. I like that a lot. I do like that a lot. Do we have the Higgins guy blocked? I'm kind of curious about that. Where's the Higgins drafter? Must be on the left. Yeah, Higgins draft is right here, so we don't have him blocked. But yeah, we don't have the other guy blocked either. So we're grabbing Jane Daniels here. I assume Burrow's gonna go, but like I'd rather have Burrow go than Daniels. So yeah, I'm cool with this. But there's a world Higgins comes back. I mean, there's a world Burrow comes back because really the only person that should be taking him right now. Okay, well, just kidding. I was about to say the only person that should take him is Shoes 517, but the Don Raids grabbed him, so it's fine. No big deal. Not concerned about it at all. Once again, Pollard I'd like to take. Warren I'd love to take. So another running back here would be decent. I mean, we're definitely live for Herbert now with our Lad McConkey pick. So Lad, backstack Washington, two guys we definitely want. Sanat's tempting to grab as well. Taysom Hill, I can't forget about Taysom Hill. I want to get as much as I can of him when I'm not able to. It's just like one of those things. Like that team could just be a disaster, and Taysom Hill could still be like there's a massive value in these formats that have allowed him to be a tight end. Like I'm just gonna be grabbing him any chance I can get. Anytime he's within like 10 picks, I'm just gonna take him, and I don't feel bad about it. Whether he's on a 2 tight end build, a 3 tight end build, like he's just a cheat code. So yeah. It's annoying. I don't really want him to be even possible because he's really not a tight end. Just, but I'm gonna take advantage of him when he's available on the board from the draft. I'm going to draft him. Caleb goes. Warren goes. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Dak goes. We got Pollard and Chase Brown. I mean, just give me Pollard here, honestly. Like, so where does Moss goes before Chase Brown? Well, I guess here he does at least. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep taking Pollard. Like, I'm just gonna keep grabbing Pollard shares. I was grabbing Spears a ton early. Now I'm just gonna be taking both, and I feel good about both. Like, both of them could pay off draft costs right now. Now I don't think everyone can. Like, I don't think Hopkins, Ridley, Spears, and Pollard can, but I think Pollard and Spears definitely can. There's probably only one winner between. I mean, I guess it could. I mean, if they're good, like if their offense is pretty functional, like they could all be pretty good. But hard for me to see only one winner. And B-Rob would have been nice too. Fuck. It's okay. I'm still stacking. I missed out on B-Rob there. Would have been a decent pick. I think like Pollard and Spears, 50-50 split of the Tennessee backfield could be pretty good. Like that offense should be like that team should be pretty fun. And if they are fun, then I mean maybe every Tennessee player is like a decent value. So I like taking shots on those guys. Hopkins is now 84. Did he ever fall, or is he just getting reached on now? Curious about that. 95, so he's getting reached on. Yeah, I want to get more Hopkins before he jumps back up a bit. Round 10. Guess Edwards goes. I mean, I guess Purdy. I mean, I forgot about Purdy. He's definitely on the table here. Like Purdy, Herbert, and Daniels is like not a. It's like a pretty interesting combo of quarterbacks. To be fair. Makes you want to jam Mason too if we're gonna go Purdy too. Yeah, I mean, I might grab Purdy at 115. Jordan Love, I prefer in a vacuum either as well, but I think I just take Purdy here. Spears would have been kind of fun too. Where Taysom at? Is he gone? Taysom's here. I have to get on 126. Yeah, let's get Purdy and let's play the game. See if Taysom comes back. I might miss out on him, but I'll take him at 125 if he's there. So yeah, I think he's just a clear pick next. Taysom will be my next pick for sure, if available. And then I'll just be kind of loading up a receiver. I feel like is probably the plan right now. We can get Pearsall, a good bet on San Fran stuff. He goes even later here. Yeah, Yoshi Voss, another good bet. McCaffrey, yeah, McCaffrey will reach on. Danny Brown will reach on. A lot of guys we like. Yeah. Shaheed's on the board. Okay. We have a little bit of a buffer. We'll hope that these guys don't realize he's there or don't want him. I feel like Don Ray's is gonna get us good again. Don't do us, Don. Yeah, he grabbed him. Okay, I was right. Don did it. Don did it to us. And Goddard's continuing to fall a bunch. Hopefully he's okay. The Dotson thing kind of scares me a little bit if he is like hurt for real. I'm gonna take Goddard. He's been falling a lot. I'll keep scooping him. Like I feel like Goddard's like not even that far from Taysom Hill. He's just like I guess like a little less upside, but probably a better floor. So fine with me. Stop with Goddard Andrews. We could go Purdy. I mean, I'm willing to take Herbert. If he falls to us a value, I'll take Herbert. Otherwise, we're like pretty much just turning on receiver for the rest of the draft. Maybe grabbing 1 or 2 more running backs, and the rest will be receiver. So. Yeah, Kyron Mixon Pollard seems like a pretty strong start. Chandler, Algier, guys that we're cool with. Ray Davis, Braylon, Bucky, Gibson. All right, here we go. Here we go. Not bad so far. Round 12. Michael Wilson goes at 131. That's pretty early, isn't it? Yeah, he goes a little early. Ty Chandler, Algier. Yeah, Dotson. I mean, Dotson should like basically go like 190s, I think. And I'm not going to touch him until he drops a lot. And I feel like that's kind of the right way to play it. I don't think. I mean, he might not. He might fall slow, but he should fall. Like he should not be at 130, and like he should not. Is it the wide receiver 3 on the Eagles? He might not even be the wide receiver 3. Like he should just not go at 130. So. That's why you don't see Johnny Wilson going at like pick 150 or something. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, Chandler, Algier, Herbert. We got Chandler. I just kind of want that upside swing. I'll probably grab 1 more running back. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. Like give me Mason and like Ray Davis or like Bucky or something. This is Herbert pick. If I get him at 150, I'll get Herbert. And be done at quarterback then. Daniels, Purdy, and Ladd is pretty... Oh, Daniels, Purdy, Herbert is pretty fun quarterback room. And we have Goddard, Andrews, just another, like, feels like a pretty strong tight end room. So in this case, we're jamming a quarterback, 1 more running back, 1 or 2 more running backs, and the rest are receivers. So that leaves us... If we do that, we got 1, 2, 3. If we do quarterback, 2 running backs, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 receiver picks at the end to get 9 receivers. That'd be a 3, 6, 9, 2. Seems fine. Maybe better to get 3, 4, 10, 2, but or 3, 5, 10, 2. AD Mitchell goes, Leggetti. If you want Leggett. Yeah, Herbert does not compute to me why Herbert is going so late. Even in this, like he's gonna be ready for week 1. He has a good O line. It's Justin freaking Herbert, man. I just don't know. I don't get it. Like I'm gonna grab him as much as I can at this price, in every contest. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like he's got good as much as good odds, like as like Jordan Love to like be a smash this year. Obviously, Green Bay projects to be a better offense than the Chargers, but like I don't know, Herbert's just good pocket quarterback, dude. I can just Herbert. Yeah, very good 3 quarterback build. We have Daniels for the upside, and then we have 2 like. What I think, one extremely steady guy, and then 1 guy I think is like undervalued at quarterback. So, and they're all stacked up, or they're going to be stacked up once I get Washington stacked. 2 strong tight ends. Kyron at running back maybe could be the 102 basically. Yeah, I like it a lot. Jordan Mason's on the menu for sure. Holy crap. Millen, Douglas, with this guy. What did you just grab? Tolbert, okay. Dortch probably good on this team. Boyd, Patrick, Naylor, Roman Wilson, Malik, Trey Tucker, Josh Reynolds, Brennan Rice, Raymond, Cloud. Yeah, I mean, you can go down pretty far and still be pretty like okay with these guys. When did Kendrick Bourne go or Dotson go? 142, a little bit of a drop. This one I like this team a lot. I mean, I like the other team a lot too, but this one I feel even better about. Just from a stacking standpoint, it's not quite as much as that like game theory element I was talking about with the handcuffing running backs, but I just think it's a good team. George got 158. Wow. That's pretty early. So if I want Jordan Mason, I gotta take him at 175, I think. Yeah, Jordan Mason 175, and then Ricky could definitely fall to 186 back to me. So Douglas, McMillan, Burton. She also went 160. Yeah, give me Leggett, dude. I don't know why he's falling, but I'll take Leggett 163. Yeah, I like Xavier Leggett. I think he could start out of the gates pretty strong and be awesome, like a really, really fun player. Could easily be the 2 by the end of the year. Even the 1, if he's like really good, he could be the 1. But easily could be the number 2 in there. And I think Panthers could like have a sneaky decent offense, like usable offense. So yeah, keep grabbing those receivers. And then give me Jordan Mason here, and then it's just right. It should be just receiver time at that point. Maybe grab Kendre or like a Tracy type guy, or like an Estime or a Shipley. I think grabbing one of those guys could be interesting as well. Owen Wright season for the Ravens. I don't know. Could be. Wandale I do like in this format. I don't take Wandale like ever on underdog, but I would take him in this. Bateman, I don't want to go Bateman on this team specifically. Yeah, I like it so far. 6 picks left. Pretty much have our idea of what we want. We're done at quarterback. Excuse me. We're done at tight end, and we're almost done at running back. Tucker Craft 170. Wow. This is the guy that grabbed the love value. Yeah, so you grab Wicks and then, yeah, Musgrave Craft. I guess that makes sense. I like that. Jordan Mason 174. Say it once, say it again. Probably one of the best picks on the board for contests that have been open for a while. Just an awesome pick right now. And I'd be shocked if Ricky doesn't fall back to us, to be honest. If he doesn't, I do have other people I would be like willing to take. Luke McCaffrey's probably a guy I pick at 198. I probably take Danny Brown at 211, and then I go, fuck, he went 176 here. Shit. All right, well, we need to get Danny Brown at least at 199. Oh, can maybe snipe me on that, Wheels. I thought I could definitely get him, but I guess it's fair. You should be going up. We could go Zacchaeus if we want to go crazy, I guess. And I definitely want Danny Brown though. We'll have to think about it. Maybe Sanaa is worth a look late as well, but. I mean, I think what's the name's a better early season bet anyways. Diamond Brown. I'm taking about 198 just to make sure I get him. Take Pearsall next though. I mean, I'm gonna get a first round rookie on the Niners and pick 186 with like slight Ayuk trade risk. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take that every day of the week if he's there. Even then, I'll take Burton if he's there as well, I guess. Demarcus Robinson. Meh. There's Tyrone Tracy. QJ goes. Case of the yawns right now. I get Ricky Pearsall here. Yeah, you get Lad McConkey, Brennan Rice. Get a ton of like rookie juice here late. Pretty good. So I have Kyron, Mixon, Pollard, Chandler, Mason, all different bye weeks except for Chandler, Kyron. So week 6, I got Mixon, Pollard, and Mason as my running backs. 1, 2, 3, 4 picks left. I mean, one running back, one receiver just seems decent, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Shipley. Oh, Shipley goes. Okay, well then I'm probably done at running back. Then I'm not gonna force anything else. I'll consider it, but I'm gonna grab receivers now. Just gonna jam receivers then. I mean, yeah, I just feel like I definitely have enough at running back. Like, worst case scenario, week 6, I'm gonna have Mixon, Pollard, and Mason. Like, that feels good. That feels like completely fine to me. And like, what am I gonna get that's gonna add week 6? Like, as long as Mixon and Pollard are healthy, then like I'm gonna get points there. So the only thing I could lose is like if like Mixon, Pollard hurt and then Mason's not like contributing, like it could be bad week 6. I could lose a lot of points, which it's really bad to like in this contest. Like losing ground is like the actual like the worst thing you could possibly imagine. So you don't want to like lose ground by like a stupid bye week mistake. So like, you know, losing 20 points for no reason at quarterback, horrible in this contest. Losing 20 points at running back, horrible. Losing a bunch of points at receiver, you're dead pretty much. Like, so I think we've avoided that to an extent, but like right now, like there's not much here at running back that I can grab that's going to make me feel like infinitely better about it. So I'm not going to like force anything really. Just nothing developing here, you know, at all. Like it's just, there's nothing here that makes me feel like comfortable with like, okay, I'm going to get some nice, I'm going to get some decent standalone value from this guy. It's just like, there's nothing here that's going to do that. there's some people there that will probably contribute points, but your guess is as good as mine at who it's going to be. So I'm not going to like I said, I'm not going to force it. So. Trey Tucker feels like a perfect pick in this format. So keep ripping these young receivers. All right, I'm all puppy here. Puppy draft for the next puppy. Okay, so yeah, like right now I'm kind of autopilot here. It's like I just want to grab my last couple of guys. I mean, I think Kendrick Bourne is just an awesome pick in general here. Like, not opposed to grabbing another guy there. Like, I could grab another Washington guy. It just didn't seem worth it. I wanted Luke McCaffrey and Diame, but I'm fine with just Diame. It's not the other rule. So, you know, Skinny Stack and Daniels with Diame is fine. Hop in DraftKings here now. I'm gonna drop in a $3.20 max. I'm on the clock. Oops. Brandon Rice. One more pick after that. Okay, here we go. Let's see. 20K to first, 3 max, 20 or 3 entry, 20 max. At the button hook, which is a $9 3 max for 5K. Yeah, I wanted to do this 10 entry 5 max, or $10 5 max for 20K. Let's do that. Pop in one of those right now. And then I'm gonna rip some they have the King of the Desert qualifiers on DraftKings, and those seem really fun. I did some last year, didn't work out obviously, but you get a ticket to a live event if you kind of do well in that and continue to do well. Worst case scenario, you just you're in a really good contest that I'm pretty sure is guaranteed 20K, 15, 20K, something like that. And that would be pretty awesome as well. So yeah, this one is a 5 max, a 5 entry max, 20K to first on this one. All right, dog is squirmy right now. Sit down, dude. Raymond. I mean, who's gonna give us the most points here? We have Chase, Samuel. Assuming Hyatt has to be gone, right? If Hyatt's not gone, I'm just gonna grab him. I mean, Hyatt not being gone is crazy. Chase, Samuel, Flowers, Ladd, Leggett, Pearsall. I mean, it's just 4 pretty safe plays, and then a lot of your guess is as good as mine. What's happening with those guys, but. Dobbs and Howell. What in the world's going on here? This guy got boxed out of quarterback. He's got Darnold, Young, Howell, Dobbs. I mean, I guess it's fine, but Jesus. Can imagine you're going to bleed a lot of points at quarterback throughout the season, and you're just going to be too far behind by the time Howell maybe gets there, or Dobbs. So it's just hard to see this working out. I definitely don't want to get boxed out of quarterbacks. And I just think that's getting boxed out of quarterbacks the easiest way to ship your $15 into the trash can. In my opinion, I don't know everything, but it's just bleeding points in a full and like a contest like I'm gonna be high here. A contest like this where like every week matters just as much as the next, and you're like maybe bleeding 5 points at quarterback every week on average, probably more when you're dealing with Darnold and Bryce Young as your only two quarterbacks, pretty much. Like it's gonna be bad quick. So yeah, I'd say maybe quarterback might be like the most important thing to not mess up on season long stuff. It should be pretty easy to not mess it up because as long as you have like 3 late guys that are all playing, it's not that bad. But you'll still bleed points if you don't have like a decent room. So yeah, just like in these contests that are all like weighted, week 1 is the same as week 15, week 17. Yeah, you don't want to lose a quarterback at all. Like you could lose points at quarterback, but you can't like be way behind at quarterback. You're just gonna be in some big trouble. 11 out of 12 on this entry, good. But yeah, that's just me. I don't know everything, like I said, but I know that like these contests, you just want to stay with the pack, and then you want to like separate every once in a while. Like, okay, give me some separated points. Give me a Chase 50 bomb to separate. Give me a Samuel 40 bomb to separate. And then when you land on the right guys, like, okay, I get a 50 bomb from Chase, and I get a 30 bomb from Samuel, and a 20 bomb from Flowers, and then a random 30 bomb from Hyatt. And I'm like, okay, now I'm cooking. So that's how you win these tournaments. It's like you need to like compound your good weeks and just like hope that you have the right pieces together. That's how you gain ground on this one. Or just have the smashable smashes like you have Kyron or whatever you wanted to call it. But yeah, fun squad. Yeah, I mean, quarterback's the easiest position to lose points at, and it's the most replaceable points probably, and it's the easiest position to also lose points at if you don't like pay attention to it enough. So it's like really important just to make sure you lock it down in these like contests that are going to be weighted the same throughout and give you a season long prize instead of a playoff prize. You can kind of get away with more over a full season when like it's back weighted, but still important, probably the most important thing. But I think like being weak at receiver is the easiest way to just like immediately lose. Being weak at quarterback is the easiest way to like fall behind fast, and then probably same thing. So it's like running back, tight end, maybe the least important, kind of in a sense. So I mean, they're all every position's important, but tight end's the ones like it can't hurt you much, but it can like win you everything. So it's like I don't know. It's like really okay. Do I want to win everything? Best chance is probably get an elite tight end and hope that it hits in week 17. But for this, it doesn't matter. I just want like solid points from Goddard and Andrews all year. Anyways, enough blabbering. Let's get to the next draft. Looks like we're in. We have the 1.10. Okay, so our team is Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, Justin Herbert. Forgot music here first. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so Daniels, Brock Purdy, Justin Herbert, Kyron Williams, Joe Mixon, Tony Pollard, Ty Chandler, Jordan Mason. We have Chase, Debo, Zay Flowers, Lab McConkey, Xavier Legette, Ricky Pearsall, Diami Brown, Trey Tucker, Brandon Rice, Hyatt, and then we have Mark Andrews and Goddard at tight end. Pretty solid squad here. Got a couple values there to follow to us. My favorite thing is just the Chase, Debo, and Kyron start. Imagine if that was Lamb, Chase, Lamb, Debo, and Kyron. Pretty sick too. So fun team. All right, we're in DK now. We're gonna switch screens, and yeah, on to DK for a couple drafts, and then we'll be done for the day. Probably do one in this contest and then one in the million, then we'll be done. JJ goes. So I'll get a Garrett Wilson share probably. That's probably my plan here. I've been trying to get more Garrett Wilson, so I'm going to get Garrett Wilson here. And it's the beauty of like playing on other sites. It's just like, okay, I might be overweight AJ Brown on one site, but at least I can get like overweight on Garrett Wilson on another site, I guess. Probably Garrett Wilson, probably like a slight edge in PPR. A little bit better PPR than half compared to AJ Brown. Zoom out a little bit here. Go. Okay. Let's see. 3 picks away. Puka here. Yeah, Puka. I'm always good with. Yeah, Puka Harrison Gibbs here. I'll take London if he's there, I guess. I think I'm taking Puka Harrison or London here. So Puka Harrison are gone. I'm just going to take London, but Cup goes. So I'm getting Puka Harrison. Cool with me. Yeah, Puka Makua. Take that. I mean, I feel like Garrett Wilson Puka is probably kind of hard to get. Or Garrett Wilson Marvin's probably a little bit hard, but that's fine. I'll let this Barkley guy get him at 1.9. See, I took Barkley at 1.9. Wow. I am always okay when people do that. Okay, there we go. Puka, Wilson, and okay, not bad. I thought it felt hot in here. It's definitely too hot in my room. I need to figure out what's going on with the AC. It's very hot in here. Hopefully it starts working now. I just have to figure that out after the stream. Josh Allen goes at 26. Okay. Okay. Draft board again. Neighbors goes at 3-3. H.N. Robinson. It's got Barkley, Marv. Already said that one. Bijan, H.N. Kelsey goes. Checo at 34. I mean, he's been going high like the whole time. Ugh. Yeah, that's been kind of weird with the Ayuk stuff, dude. Let's go. I'm gonna get Pacheco. I just think like he's like gonna be pretty damn good this year. Maybe I got Ayuk to come back to me. Maybe I get Diggs, Dell. Like I'm happy with Diggs or Dell here too. So Ayuk, Diggs or Dell probably my next pick, and then we'll go from there. Maybe I'll get Ayuk to squeeze back to me. Maybe, just maybe. Fish 57 gives me a break. Let me get Ayuk at 39. Kenneth Walker. This guy is loose, man. So yeah, Kenneth Walker that goes Brad Ayuk just to make me pissed. Damn you, Fish. All right. I'll take, try and get more Diggs. Get Diggs here. I mean, probably what's going to happen here is I have a good amount of Nico. I'm going to get more Diggs. And what it's going to end up being is like, I'm going to have probably like 20%, 15 to 20% Dell, and then probably 5 to 10% Diggs. And I'll feel pretty good about that. Like I'll feel pretty strong about my stance there, like having a little more Dell than Diggs. And then if I'm going to have more Diggs than Dell in any sense, I want to probably have it more on PPR sites like this. I think this is kind of where I would like more Diggs. If I'm going to make that stand, I mean, I still want a lot of Dell. Dell's like one of my favorite picks on the board. So, yeah. I think it's going down in here. I think we're good. We'll be all right. I was not going to be able to make it to the stream if I was like burning up in here again. Okay. Try to mess with it again. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the benefits of drafting on DraftKings too is like if you want to go, I mean, it might be the play is like if you want to go running back heavy, you could catch up pretty easily. And that might be the advantage of drafting on here. It's like, okay, give me Bijan, Achane, Jacobs, and then let me grab a ton of receivers. Not a lot of people do that. But also, you can also just win receiver even easier on DraftKings. But I think probably my only mistake I've made is like going too thin at running back. And I'm trying to avoid that here by like grabbing Pacheco squeezed in there instead of just grabbing 4 receivers like I would usually do on DK. So that might be the biggest like little wrinkle that needs to be changed to build like better DraftKings teams, I think. Like, in fact, I mean, I'll try it. If the right stuff falls to me, I'll try like a double, triple RB start. Like, I don't have a problem with that, but definitely not going to be going my way to go for it. And then DraftKings is $300K to close, 500,000 people, 560,888. So 300,000 spots left. I mean, they're going to probably give out some more tickets for that. I've been using tickets for a while. I did a lot of entries in May, and then I've just done tickets since then. Which is crazy to think about because May feels like it was just recently, but it's been 3 months already. Yeah, so we'll do one more of those. Okay. Appreciate everyone watching. If you guys enjoy it, really appreciate it. Just hanging out. Always love to have people in here, and I appreciate all the love. Anyone taking their time of the day to watch this on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. Shoot, I mean, Don't do this to me again, bro. One time. Dude, T. Higgins at 58, bro. Are you kidding me? T. Higgins at 58, bro. Wow. Okay. And that buys me the opportunity to definitely go for Pitts here if I want to go there. Rashad White at 63 is pretty tempting as well. Kamara at 63. So, I mean, I'll take Rashad White or Pitts here. Shit, man. Yeah, if Rashad White's there, I'll just grab. Otherwise, I'm going to go Pitts. So, Rashad White or Pitts here. Like my team so far. Kittle goes, interestingly enough. Pitts goes too, so hopefully Rashad White doesn't get stolen, or else that would make me a little annoyed. Oh, he doesn't? Okay. Yeah. Rashad White. He's been falling out all season, but give me Pacheco, Rashad White. Pacheco could get more rushing or like receiving work. He's already got a couple targets in the preseason too. Rashad White just could be the pass catcher every down, and maybe, I mean, he's probably just better off on PPR sites anyways. And I got Garrett Wilson, Puka, Diggs, Higgins. Yeah, that's sick. Okay. Tight end. I'll have to figure out tight end for sure, but love the start so far. Want to go with Taysom again. Try to get more Taysom Hill on DraftKings as well. Yeah, I mean, this could be the thing. Is like elite tight end could be good, but just give me Taysom Hill on this to combat the elite tight end on DraftKings, like these tournaments especially. Definitely a little different when you're talking about Taysom Hill on draft. I mean, Taysom Hill probably better on this format than Drafters format because Taysom Hill's like spike weeks aren't going to do as much for you, whereas like it could do it won't. It'll hurt you more to have him on your team and just get like zeros a bunch of weeks, and then like he's going to give you a 2-pointer, 3-pointer, 4-weeker, and then like he might score like 2 touchdowns one week on the ground, and like then you're really happy. But his like little mini 2-pointers, 3-pointers aren't going to do anything for you on Drafters. So whereas like a timely spike week could just win you everything on DK. So yeah, I guess I'm still DK. I lean more towards that. Wanting more. I want more on Drafters as well, but. Spark battles. Rich 63. All right, we got Swift, Rome. Yeah, we're just scooping all the value in this room. It's pretty solid. Was this like a 20K to first? I forgot. I think it was 20K to first. Yeah, it's not going to show me here on this page, but yeah. I believe it's 20K to first for $10 entry, 5 max. See, I got London and Monra. See, I got Brown and Gibbs. I got Wilson Puka. Yeah, this is a fun one. Maybe this room just wants to keep giving. Give me Gibbs at a value, or give me Gene Reed or Rome at a value. Be nice to me. Burrow Higgins seems good. JSN 84, like all day. Take that as well. Pollard, definitely a guy we want. Spears, Javante. Yeah, okay. So probably Brian Thomas, another guy that I do want more of. I have a good amount of him right now, but do want more as well. Burrow, BTJ, Pollard. Yeah, I'm going to go Burrow at 82. Or I'll let this guy just go crazy here. The Stroud guy. This guy's a loose cannon, though. I don't know if I can trust either of these guys on the turn. JSN go? Shit, he went. Damn, that sucks. yeah, I want to get Pollard on this team. So I'm going to grab Burrow and then hope that Pollard comes back. And if he doesn't, I'll take Aaron Jones or Swift happily. Yeah, it seems like Brian Thomas is becoming pretty popular just to scoop up. But I wanted to get Burrow on this team, so that's fine. I'm gonna get Burrow. I can get Stafford. Yeah, those are the two like main options we have so far. No tight end yet. Hoping we can like get a tier to drop to us after this. I mean, Aaron Jones versus Pollard straight up. It's got to be Aaron Jones, right? As much as I like Pollard, I mean, like Aaron Jones at 87 is pretty nice. I mean, where is he at on Underdog anyways? Like, where does he go on Underdog? I need to check really quick. He goes at 81. Yeah, I'll go Pollard still. Think of it that way. It's like, obviously, Aaron Jones has receiving chops, but Pollard just could be just like about the same level pick. So I'm not gonna like sweat that. Obviously, scooping value is good, but I'm not just gonna blindly scoop every value that comes to me. Gonna be a little bit selective about it, and that right there, I think I would take Pollard over Aaron Jones in some cases. So. Kind of reeling on that one a little bit. That's a tough decision, to be fair. So really the hope is here that Bowers or one of these tight ends falls back to us. They all have Q tags. I mean, there's a good shot that one or two will fall back. And then we'll be cooking with gas with Burrow, Garrett Wilson, Puka, Diggs, Higgins, with Rashad White, Pacheco, and Pollard. Keep Hammer receiver. And get a tight, next round, keep Hammer receiver and get a tight end is kind of our next agenda. Brooks goes at 115. We go 119. Wicks at 122. Wicks goes a little later. Trey Benson seems like a decent target for this team. Yeah, definitely I was like off Benson for a while, but I'm gonna start buying back in on him as well. Massive discount on him recently, and just seems like a good bet to make. You can make the same bet you were making months ago, and now you're making it 40 picks later at like 130. I'm all over that. So he's at least showed promise in the preseason and like shown a little bit of something. He wasn't like he hasn't been like a ghost. He actually did at least do something recently. So more into him for sure now. Powers. Okay. Bowers went. Damn it, bro. Shoot. All right. And all the quarterbacks went and Bowers. That's just fucked, dude. Let's go with Chase Brown. Yeah. Chase Brown. Chase Brown. Okay. Well, tight end we'll have to figure out later. I mean, Taysom Hill wrap on the wrap at 120, 130. Taysom Hill. Seems like I don't have as much problem getting him on DraftKings, so I'll do that probably. Palmer at 109. T-Law. Can't stack him really. Wicks. Shahid. Cousins. Yeah, it's just a tough decision here. Let's go. I guess we just get Wicks. That's fine. To reach on Wicks a little bit, but that's all good there. Take him on underdog in that price anyways. No big deal. So still live for Stafford and Rodgers. Probably open up the gate. We probably should open up the idea for like May soon here. Yeah, I think we're down with that. Okay, we're gonna start up the other DK draft while we're here. Let's see here. Let's enter something here. Let's enter. Oh, I missed the showdown. Oh no, I didn't miss the showdown. Nice. Okay, let me get in this real quick. A couple preseason contests here. Jump in those real quick so we can get in after this. Let's go ahead and jump in. This one seems kind of fun. We'll jump in this. All right, should be good. Okay, so now I'd like to. Yeah, I was gonna hop in another DK. Get the DK mill. Use my ticket. And that should cap us around 3 hours, so it should be good to stop there. Okay, I'm going to see if I can fix the AC situation. I'm going to jam the music for a second and then be back. So just give me a second here. Okay, see if we got any luck on that situation. Definitely don't want to finish this last draft while I'm sweating. That would not be fun. All right, so we got 2 drafts up here. We have the 110 and the other one. Maybe we'll get a good player to fall to us. That's the best ball millionaire. So that one is the 1.5 million to first. Yeah, 1.5 million to first best ball millionaire on DraftKings. Okay, so let's see. Benson, yeah, we got a clear pick here. T-Law is interesting, but not like we're not going for him here, to be honest. Okay, yeah, give me Taysom Hill. Like I said, I feel like that's how you combat the elite tight ends. So it's the best way to do it. Give me that. I'm gonna move this over to this screen. Beautiful. All right. Okay, so we're gonna grab probably Benson. Yeah, I mean, give me some Benson upside at 135. I guess Stafford's probably a better pick. Give my quarterback 2. Yeah, I'll get Stafford. So we Burrow, Stafford, and then we probably, I mean, Polk next if we can. Backstack Denver. Down with that too. Yeah. Probably going there. Also trying to get more Michael Wilson. Been continuously doing that recently. Been jamming Michael Wilson shares. And then the other one started, like I said, we got the 110. That goes CMC, Hill, Lamb, pretty much chalk so far. I'll show the tab. It should be pretty accurate. So yeah, it's accurate. So but this is good. This is really nice that this is even a thing now. So we can kind of multi-table like DraftKings a lot easier now. So that's at least fun. Makes it a little more bearable that you can like. I used to not be able to even like multi-table this, and it's like playing on DraftKings is pretty hard already. But having multi-table makes it a lot better. They've improved the product. It's not like at all close to Underdog by any means, but it's definitely better. Definitely better. Monra goes. JJ goes. Sad. We're stuck with the scraps again. I'm just going to take Wilson again if he's there. Get another Wilson chair. Stuck with to make the same team I made on the other draft too. Yeah, it's Garrett Wilson, whatever. Call on down. 8 picks away on the other one, 7 picks away on the other one. So. Saquon always goes at like 111 in this. There's some very strange names in here. JT. This is underdog. This is DraftKings for sure. You can tell. 4 picks away on the other draft. Michael Wilson at the top of the board there. Probably my target there, especially with the Arizona Rams stuff. So no Puka this time. Can we get Marvin? Can we get a Marvin Wilson start? That'd be fun. Yeah, let's do that. Sweet. Marvin Harrison and Garrett Wilson. All right, so coming back on the clock here. Dobbins is there still. So running back we have Rashad White, Pacheco, Pollard, and Chase Brown. So the benefit of that is probably we need more receivers. We've got the luxury to like go heavier at other positions. So let's get more receivers now. Henry Sinat. Yeah, let's get Michael Wilson. So now we have Burrow to Higgins, and then we have Chase Brown as well, and we have Stafford with Puka, and then bring back with Michael Wilson. Definitely some interest in Burden and Yoshi Moss coming up. Yoshi Moss goes late on DraftKings. Interesting. Okay. Hawk. I mean, Hawk at 150 is like kind of okay. He goes at 140 on Underdog. I mean, he's around the range where I would start taking him. But if I go Hawk here, I probably need to go 4 tight end, and I don't really want to do that. So probably not going to do that, I would say. Is Roger still up? Oh, he's gone. Okay. Yeah. I think we just set up May. Yeah, set up Drake May. always down to do that. And then we are. So it's not going to show me. I can refresh on this page and get the. Okay, there it is. 6 picks away. So we do that, and then we can. So what? Drake May seems fine to me. I was looking for Jordan Mason because I want to get him more of him everywhere. Like I said, 195. Okay. All right. Next draft. Let's go back to the one. We are 4 away from this one. Pull this tab up for you guys. You can see what I'm looking at. All right. Get another chance to get Ayuk here at 33. Be nice to get a little different texture. If I get Ayuk, it'd be nice. This guy hasn't taken any of the guys I wanted recently, so maybe he'll give it to. Oh, this guy is the guy that's not taking stuff I want. Yeah, so this guy's sniping my shit. Okay, that's fine. I'm pretty much done taking Rashi in this tournament. Like I got a bunch of them at like 70 or 80. Not a bunch, but like probably 10 entries of him at low cheap prices. So in that case, we're gonna grab give me Diggs again. Okay. Give me Diggs and Dell on this one. In fact. Like, give me Diggs, Dell, and then like let's get Stroud coming back. That would be dope. Is the Nico drafter on the turn, or is he okay, Nico drafter is not boxed out by us, so that's a little sketch. Where is he gonna pick though? You have to pick Nico at 4. He'd have to pick Nico at 53 or Stroud. It's not out of the realm of possibilities there. Oh, Dell got sniped anyways. Okay, well then I'm not really concerned anymore then. Give me T. Higgins. I did not know what I wanted to do there, but I just didn't want to like. I've reached for Diggs, and I didn't want to just like take the top value because that just kind of like it's like flipping. That's like reaching for no reason. So I wanted to like at least do something, but I don't know. I probably should have grabbed like McBride and gone for the double with Kyler, or grab like Zay, or like I don't know. I should have done something else. I should have grabbed Jacobs. Honestly, that's what I should have done. Whatever. Okay, back to the other one. Yeah, kind of fucked up. Kind of botched the start on this one. I was assuming Dell would come back to me. He didn't, so it's fine. No big deal. All right, Gino on the top of the board here. Yoshi Voss and Burton, 2 guys I'm interested in for sure. Tight end 2 was Henry. Drake May should be up here soon. Kendrick Bourne, another guy I'm always down to grab. Douglas still available? No. Bourne has to be up. Yeah, Bourne is undrafted on this too, which I'm down to grab all the Bourne and those guys if I can. Yeah, so what I'm probably gonna do is grab give me Luke McCaffrey, and I might just reach down and grab Luke McCaffrey and Yoshi Voss here, honestly. Ooh, Ray Davis at this price. Yeah, I'm gonna get him for sure. So then I'll get either Dorsch or McCaffrey next. Probably I'll probably just grab Luke McCaffrey and then hope that I get Yoshi or Burton to come back to me. I feel decent about one of them coming back. Oh. Burton. Yeah, I mean, Stafford, May. I'm just gonna assume these guys aren't sharp enough, and I'm just gonna disrespect them. And I'm gonna grab Jordan Mason first. Sorry, DraftKings, didn't mean to do you like that, but I'm just gonna grab Jordan Mason first, and then we'll go Yeah, I mean, there's tons of sharp people on DraftKings. I'm not slighted. I'm just hoping that they're a little less apt to the news, and we'll get him coming back. Because I just want to get Mason. I mean, if I'm going to get one of those two in my portfolio more, it's going to be I want to get more Mason. I already have a lot of Luke McCaffrey across like a lot of different drafts. So 4 picks left on this draft, and then this one is about to be going. So share this tab instead. So I could have got Stroud if this room didn't grief me. I would have had Stroud with this guy. Let me get Kenneth Walker. And then I'm down to take Stroud and just Diggs, but I just would have loved to take Dell with Dell, Stroud, Diggs, and yeah, I don't know. Dell, Stroud, and Diggs would have been fun, but it's fine. Stroud goes. Give me Worthy at least. Come on, you guys don't even know who Xavier Worthy is, bro. Let me have him. Like, who's this rookie? I don't know who this is. %10 on the headphones. Come on, you don't know who Worthy is, bro. Okay, good. Good job. All right, so we have Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, Diggs, Higgins, and Worthy to start on this build. Let's see what comes back to us next. We are 12 picks away on the other draft, 18 picks away here. So swap over to this one. This one's almost done. Swap back over here. Figure out what our last picks are going to be. So they are indeed woke to Luke McCaffrey. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. Not a big deal. I just was assuming that we might get lucky and be able to get him come back to us, but he did not. So as long as Yoshi Voss or Burton are there, I feel good about that, and I can get Yoshi Voss in May, or I get Burton in May here. And then probably 2 more receivers after that. That should be it. Well, I guess, I mean, what do we have? We have Garrett Wilson, Puka, Diggs, Higgins with Wicks, Wilson. Yeah, I mean, I don't need that much. I can go 8. So we're taking quarterback, tight end, and 2 receivers, which might just be Bourne. Like, I might just get Bourne, May, Yoshi Boss, and another tight end. Fine with that. This one's Henry and Taysom Hill. Okay. Take a peek at underdog if slow drafts cooking there. Okay. Two picks away, Burton at the top of the board. Drake May, next quarterback available. So definitely want to scoop Drake May. I don't like to let quarterbacks sit on the top of the board because they will get grabbed up quick. So you can see down here, like they're all gone by the 17th. Pretty much almost every single viable quarterback's gonna be gone by the 17th. Whereas in like underdog, you'll have tons of draftable quarterbacks sitting there undrafted every draft. One of the biggest differences, I feel like. Besides just like running backs going earlier, but like one of the biggest differences is like quarterbacks just go fast. Like Minshew's like the only draftable quarterback left here. I mean, there's more draftable quarterbacks, just not a lot of like nothing with like any inherent like upside or upside to like play every game. 6 picks away on this one. Okay, so I'll make my next pick and then we'll switch over. We need a tight end we need a tight end last pick. I mean, I'm happy with a lot of these guys, honestly. Just keep ripping it in with these guys: Hurst, Sanders, Theo, Johnson, or Dulcich. Probably should sprinkle in some Knox occasionally too, but yeah. 2 picks away. Draft board. Damn you. Did Yoshi go? Damn it, bro. Are you serious? No. Fuck. I'm reeling. Be Dulcich. And then I need to take on this one. I'm going to grab... Shit. Pollard. Oh my god. Holy crap, that sucks, dude. I just got sniped on Yoshi there. That's not fun. I got I talk shit and I got punished by the rim. This guy's grabbing every single rookie receiver, dude. Damn this guy, dude. It's fine. It's all good. It's not ideal though, but it's fine. So now I get a different receiver dart late. I switch back to this one. I didn't get to show you what was going on here, but I got Pollard early. Yeah, when in doubt, I'm just grabbing Tony Pollard. All right. Where are we going now? We can go back to the Burrow well. He's gone, huh? Yeah. Okay. So there goes Daniels as well. We can go Caleb. I mean, we can just get Bowers. I haven't got any Bowers today, really. So I'm just going to take Bowers probably. I could go Fergie. I don't have a lot of Ferguson recently either. I used to take a lot of Ferguson, but then I've just been like kind of all over Bowers. So Shakir goes 102 here. Yeah, I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna grab Ferguson. I haven't been grabbing a lot of them to be honest. So got Fergie. 10 picks away on the other one. Should be our last few picks on this one. So let's go back over here. Let's figure out what our other punt receiver is going to be. So we got Dulcich as third tight end. 2 week 14 buys. Kind of sucks, honestly. I have 2 week 14 guys. Maybe part of me wants a fourth tight end just to avoid that. I guess Theo Johnson's okay. I don't know. Probably not going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about my 5 points in week 14 that I might lose if Taysom Hill doesn't have a decent week. Yeah, we're just going to go receiver here. Kendrick Bourne makes all the sense in the world. And we can go with, Baker Bourne is fine. Baker's kind of out of favor right now, so he might not play early, but I don't mind getting him just to have a nice hammer for later. But you get another Diami Brown share. Lower owned Diami Brown in this contest. Actually, probably extremely low owned Diami. Not sure how many times he's been drafted in this, but I mean, I would venture to say like Diami Brown's probably the better pick early, and then it'll probably be like McCaffrey down the stretch, or they both could just be decent all season. Like, just say like McCaffrey's the 3, Diami Brown's the 2. Like that's pretty good on the Washington Commanders, and a guy that can throw the deep ball well with Daniels, like that's pretty solid. I feel like. So Dak goes. Oh, let me get this Hopkins dip, please, on this one. Yeah, I mean Baker and Bourne makes a ton of sense, but I'll probably just go Brown and Bourne. I have a double stacked May, and then I have Burrow somewhat double stacked, and I have Puka single stacked with a bring back. Okay, I mean it's fine. Whittington probably not a bad pick too. Maybe I'll just grab Whittington. Like Whittington and Bourne. I don't know. It's like Whittington probably won't do anything for me. Diami Brown, I feel like, is going to do something early, like right out the rip. And I have good receivers, though. He has to get ahead of Wicks, Diggs, T, Puka, Garrett Wilson, and Michael Wilson. I mean, I suppose it's possible. I think Whittington can do a lot if like Cup went down or something. Whittington's probably the better upside bet. Yeah, I'm gonna take Whittington and Bourne. There's really no correlation for me on Diami here. I like Diami in a vacuum, but there's no correlation to B1 there, so I'm gonna go with the Whittington pick instead, and get Bourne as my leverage piece, so to speak. As Bourne could be the number 2 there as well, like the number 1 or number 2 on that offense once he's healthy, pretty easily. Receiver wise, and then like Polk could be like just the main like target earner, and then Bourne's like the guy on the outside that gets like deep touchdowns every once in a while from May when he chucks it down the field. One pick away on both. We'll switch over to this one real quick, and we're gonna grab Shakir. Yeah, speed. We're working fast here, and then we're gonna go back to here. Back here, and think my last pick here of Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne, welcome to the team. And we're 3 picks away here. We can just name the team real quick. Garrett Wilson, Puka, Pacheco, Diggs, Higgins, Rashad White, Burrow, Pollard, Chase Brown, Wicks, Taysom Hill, Stafford, Michael Wilson, Hunter Henry, Ray Davis, Jordan Mason, Drake May, Dulcich. Got sniped on Yoshi Voss there, Whittington, and Bourne. So pretty solid team. Got a lot of running back values default to me, which is pretty abnormal for me. So, all right, back on the clock here. We want... I'm going to take Spears and get him a double Tennessee running back. So we have Pollard, Spears. I mean, I would love to get Hopkins there. I would have definitely grabbed him too. But so we got Pollard, Spears, Shakir, Worthy, Higgins, Diggs, Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, Ferguson, Garrett Wilson. I already said Garrett Wilson, Pollard, and Kenneth Walker. Okay. Figure out quarterback now. Always down for the Atlanta Mooney stack. Always down. We could do Baker back stack. Rodgers. I mean, Rodgers is definitely on the menu too. Where's Taysom Hill at? Gone yet? Okay. Gotta keep him in mind as 10 and 2 here too. Back to quarterback. I'd be another like similar built team here. Like Fields, Freiermuth, maybe. Nick's moving up quick. Drake May. Yeah, it sucks. There's not a lot here stacking wise. There's pretty much nothing I can like. I have no players that I can actually stack up with like what I have on my roster right now. A little bit frustrating. Not ideal for me so far there though. But we'll play by ear. About halfway through this draft. Mooney goes at 150. And Mooney goes a lot later, so I just take Cousins and I can grab Mooney after. Yeah, we hope Cousins falls to us and we can grab Cousins and Taysom Hill. And then, yeah, that's probably our short plan. Cousins I also like a lot for the 300-yard bonus on DK. Always good to get players that can get that bonus on this map, this contest. It just kind of bridges the gap between the rushing quarterbacks and the pocket passers by having that extra little juice at running back. Okay. Cousins, and then hopefully we get Taysom coming back. Song slaps. Yeah, I give Mooney on the way back. Yeah, I don't like the Dotson pick like at all right now. I'm not surprised people are still grabbing him. I think that's a major trap. Like, people are going to continue to take Dotson at that price. Like that's just wild. Like that's just like major copium. And trust me, like last year I was like one of the biggest Dotson believers, but like, geez, like that is just not it for me. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like I hate it, honestly. Like taking Dotson at the same price, if he stays like anywhere near his price right now, it's like one of the biggest mistakes, I think, in my opinion. Like it's not like he's expensive, but at pick 130, there's some interesting pieces here, like 80 Mitchell. There's some guys here that are pretty interesting. Once you get to like 160, it's pretty much like just pick whoever you want. But there's a lot of guys in that range before that are just way better picks than Dotson right now. Like you're buying the wide receiver 3 on the Eagles, which has been a pretty much useless role so far. You've had like a couple Quez Watkins games and stuff, but pretty much a useless role. And he might not even be the 3. He could be the 4. He could be the 5. It makes no sense to me. So I will not be touching that with the 10-foot pole, for me at least. Fields would be a fun guy to get on this team just to have some upside as well, but Mooney is the priority here. And then we could either grab Rodgers and get another guy. We could go like Rodgers, Fields, and Cousins, I guess, and like say, okay, hopefully Fields is playing by week 12 to avoid like losing a lot of extra points. I don't like fully hate that. Take a look at the draft board again. Tight end run came when I grabbed Hill right there. So recap the squad here real quick. Garrett Wilson, Marvin, Diggs, Higgins, Kenneth Walker, Worthy, Pollard, Ferguson, Shakir, Spears, Cousins, and Taysom Hill. Coming up on Rodgers, another guy that fits our correlation a bit. And then Polk, another guy we can add like a third quarterback and grab another Drake Mayshare for the vibes. Polk goes. It's tough to parse through these guys late. I think I like some of these guys quite a bit, but it's tough sledding here. Rodgers. Benson goes at 148. Definitely like that price. Like I'm down with that price. 148 for Benson. Jeez. I was taking him in the 90s at one point. Yeah, that's definitely one of the guys I need to get more late. I'm going to probably put that in one of my notes here real quick. Get more Benson. More Benson. All right, cool. So Fields, one of my picks definitely went, huh? No, just running back picks went, huh? Kenneth Walker, Pollard, and Spears are my running backs. We can go with – another Michael Wilson share. It's Rodgers that went. That's who I was thinking of. Rodgers was like clear pick there for a while, and then he got sniped. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go Fields, Drake May then, and probably grab Fields. Fields would be next pick type of thing, so I can just take any skill position I want here. Right back receiver. Garrett Wilson, Brees could be, or Braylon Allen could be fun with Garrett Wilson. We do Bucky. Tracy, Pierce, Mason. Mason would be like next pick type thing. Bucky goes. Okay. You just give me Braylon. That's fine. Go Herbert too. Yeah, we're gonna go Baker backstack too. Let's do Baker backstack. Should be pretty easy to do. With McMillan at least. So, I mean, we're only going to get McMillan with our Baker, but that's fine. We'd have to get a little lucky for Otten to fall back. So, I mean, in hindsight, we probably would have rather gone. Like, if I would have known what I was doing beforehand, it should have been Bayfield and Otten there. And so I'm going to pay the price for making that mistake. And now we are live for Fields and May, or Fields or May. But yeah, probably a mistake there. I kind of fudged up there. It's just like when you get kind of boxed out of what you want to do. That's what the hard part about like not getting your quarterbacks early is like you end up in a situation where you just like are staring at 3 different things that you maybe want, and like you just get sniped one way, and then you're like, okay, well that road is closed. Then you take a U-turn, and then the other road's closed that you try to go, and then the third exit you go is open, but you have like, I don't know, you have a certain amount of time to get there or something. Like that's how it feels sometimes. It's like, okay, I have 2 picks left and I got to make a back stack next work. And it's like, yeah, this sucks. So that's one of my biggest challenges I run into is like not knowing how to get my, like, that's why I just lock up the quarterbacks better. So then you can just choose who you want after. But, like, that's one of my hardest things to deal with right now is like, dude, I just want to like get back stacked players or just like be able to easily stack my guys. It's really hard. Because you might like grab a receiver that you want, and then like next thing you know, that quarterback just goes, and then you're like, okay, well that pick was not waste. I mean, it's not a waste to grab Michael Wilson here, but it's like, okay, I could have grabbed Auden and Mayfield instead, and it's just like looks a lot better, and structurally it fits better. So we could do Levis too. No, I mean we're going either May or Fields here. And I'm kind of leaning Fields now, just to get a different flavor on this team. So yeah, Fields, Mason, probably the next 2 picks. That's what I would say. Yeah. Fields, McMillan, then Mason would be the next one up after that. Almost unplugged my computer. That would have been unfortunate. Yeah, Fields, McMillan, next 2. Yeah. I could go Cleveland and go backstack as well in a weird way, but I don't have a lot of receiver bullets left, so I probably need to go a little heavier on the guys I already have some exposure to. And then Fields is always good because you don't have to really stack Fields. You don't have to. You can, but you don't have to. And if you want to, you have options to do it too. You don't have to. You can, and if you want to, you have like unlimited. Okay, Fields goes. So, dude. We're gonna go Knicks this time though. I want to go Knicks. So please let me have Bo Nix. Give me Knicks, McMillan, and then hopefully I get Mason coming back. All right, give me Knicks. Jeez, man, this room is making me sweat. So now I'm definitely like Audric, Dulcich. We have Taysom, Ferguson, and then we go Dulcich. And we have all sorts of receiver options late for them as well. Okay, I mean, we're going to make it work. I mean, I prefer Fields to Knicks, like upside-wise, if I'm just going for an upside bet. But Knicks could also start every game this year, and that's interesting. And I also was one away from Bucky, too. So I've gotten screwed a couple times here on this team. Tim Patrick goes extremely early. Go figure. Okay, give me McMillan here. Give my Baker stack. And then we're probably going to be left with the dust of Troy Franklin and Josh Reynolds. And who else we got on Denver? Patrick goes. I'm assuming Mims is gone. Yeah. So Reynolds I'll take Reynolds. That's cool. Reynolds, Dulcich. We have 4 picks left. We can take May out of our queue. We can take Pierce out of our queue. Estimate someone we definitely want. Tracy's interesting. Diami Brown's always interesting. So it seems like, yeah, people are very much ready to take McCaffrey. Okay, I like that. No, I did not expect the Barkley at 111 drafter to grab Luke McCaffrey and Tim Patrick for me early. I'm pretty curious about my actual McCaffrey ownership. Like now, I'm gonna go look at that right now. Upcoming. How do I check that? Forgot how to check. There's a way to check on desktop. I just don't know for sure how to do it. Oh, no. Here it is. Here it is, I think. Upcoming view exposure. Yep, got it. Beautiful. All right, so let's take a look at this. We have... Who was I curious about exposure-wise? I have 31% Neighbors on DraftKings, 31% Taysom Hill. A lot of Benson at bad prices, which is fine. Shipley, Jalen Polk at 26%, Rashee Rice at 20%. Feels good there. Kendrick Miller feels bad. 9 picks away. Okay, see what else I can. I have Dortch at 20%. That's good. I didn't know that much Dortch. 17% Knicks, 70% JSN. Kind of want more JSN at his price on DK. Estime. Who was I wanting to check specifically? How much Jordan Mason do I have now? %14 Mason. I've gotten him pretty quick up the board. That's good. That's what I wanted. I wanted him to like fly up for me. Like, I want to have a pretty massive exposure to him and BBM and DK especially. Okay, let's take a look here. Is it Bo Nix or? Yeah. So Drake May, I got 34%. I got 17% of Bo Nix. Okay. A little bit less elite quarterback on DK, which I am also fine with. Only have 1 Fields team. That is wild. Jimmy Jordan Mason here. So that leaves us with we have Kenneth Walker Pollard, Spears, Jordan Mason at running back. So we're pretty strong at receiver. Garrett Wilson, Marvin, Diggs, Higgins, Worthy, Shakir, Michael Wilson, McMillan. I didn't realize how many receivers I actually had. Quite a bit. Quite a lot. So we're going to grab more running backs and other pieces there. Let's Probably just hammer Denver late, right? And maybe grab like Raymond McLeod or something for fun. Or Casey Washington if you want to go crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'll grab Raymond McLeod. I mean, he was a burner, man. I mean, he's oh shoot, we're on the clock. I'm tripping. Let me estimate. I was digging into Raymond McLeod news. Awkward. Yes, I'll get Dulcich and yeah, give me Dulcich and Raymond McLeod. I mean, is Kenneth Walker, Pollard, Spears, Mason, Estime enough? I mean, I don't even know about that. So maybe I'm just going tight end and receiver. Or running back. I think running back, tight end, or running back, receiver is probably better than. So maybe I don't go with Dulcich. We have Taysom and Ferguson. Like probably enough to stop at 2. So I think I'm gonna grab a running back and a receiver. I think. So my receiver is gonna be Ray McLeod. Well, it's hard to say. Like I'd rather get the backstacked Denver because like I could bank the wide receiver 2, whereas like Atlanta I'm getting the wide receiver 3, definitely like 4 if you want to like go that way. So I mean definitely I don't know, I would need Dulcich. I think is the real issue here. All right, Dulcich and a running back. So we got Bigsby, Shipley. Yeah. So I pivoted Dulcich there. Give me Dulcich as tight end, and then I'll get a running back. Stop a receiver. A lot of going back and forth on this stuff sometimes. Doing a big dog. I have not done a big dog. I've liked the old price of 300, 350, 500 a bit much. Yeah. I liked wasn't it like 250, I thought? I liked it last. I liked the 250 price point as well. I would have probably done it, but yeah. I don't anticipate doing a big dog this year. I'd like to do big dogs and like I'd like to do a lot of high stakes stuff like down the road, but it's not really feasible for me right now. So definitely something that I'm interested in, but gotta keep on growing. And yeah, not something I think I would like to do next. Just trying to build my bankroll up and stuff right now. Not trying to jump into the big dogs right now. I mean, I'd do it. I would do it, and if I did do it, I would like split with like a couple people. It'd be fun to do it that way. But I have no problem doing high stakes stuff. I just don't want to do a big dog specifically by myself at this point. Keep building the bankroll up is the plan, the goal. But yeah, if it was at 250, I would have probably done one by myself by now. But yeah, 500 is a little bit different. Did do a big eliminator yesterday. That was pretty fun. Last 2 picks. Dulcich is a clear pick here. So give me Dulcich and Tank picks. They're both like at the top of the board. I hope Dulcich falls because that would really. I mean, I don't need Dulcich. Just would like to. I just would be sad if I didn't get him on this team. To be honest. Okay, take a look here. getting nervous. Fuck. Really? Why are they both? Ah, they're both right there at the top of the queue. That is pain. Dang it, bro. That ruined the whole plan. I mean, I wanted Tank over Shipley there, but I mean, I probably should have grabbed tight end. Another like micro mistake there is like grab the tight end and then I can grab a different running back. I really wanted Bigsby there too, and I don't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I probably wasn't getting both of them, so it's fine. At this point, let's just say screw the tight end. Let's get Josh Reynolds or McLeod. Let me get Josh Reynolds. Yeah, that's fine. All good. Ferguson, we saw his upside, and he should be like the number 2 receiving option on Dallas. Maybe like more if like Lamb misses a game or something weird. So feel pretty good about that. And then I have Taysom as like a juice play. So not bad. Not my favorite team. I definitely like the other one I built a lot more, but this one's not bad. So we got Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, Diggs, Higgins, Kenneth Walker, Worthy, Pollard, Ferguson, Shakir, Spears, Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins. I just realized I didn't get Mooney. So oh my god, man, this was a disaster, low key. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Just kind of like unstacked quarterback. That's disgusting, bro. Yeah, not my best work on this one, but anyways, Spears, Cousins, Hill. Yeah, I just grabbed Taysom Hill instead of Mooney. That's just a mistake, dog. I guess I assumed he'd come back to 154. I guess that's okay. That's fair. I didn't like forget completely. But Michael Wilson, Baker Mayfield, Bo Nix, Joe McMillan, Jordan Mason, Audric Estime, Tank Bigsby, I think, and Josh Reynolds. This might have been one of the worst teams I built on DK. And I mean, it's still good. It's probably better than most of like probably half of these teams here, just because I think I'm good at structuring teams. But I messed up a lot, so I would not be surprised if this is just a total L, and that's fine. Good thing it was my free ticket. Let's see what we got here. Christopher, I'd rather do a 512-man redraft, not a 2,500 tournament. I know I'm more sure. Yeah, that's fair. I agree. I don't know if I fully agree, but I like redraft a lot. So I've usually done at least $100 or $200 redraft, and I've done pretty good every year. So hopefully I can keep that rolling on the redraft stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping to win some home leagues this year. Obviously, I mean, if I'm going to choose anything, I would rather win some best ball tournaments. But I'd like to win some best ball tournaments, and then second of all, I'd like to win like a home league or two. I've been struggling on the home league. Hopefully, I kind of figure out what I'm doing wrong. And I think the biggest problem I have is not realizing I need to fill my roster like a little bit more than like in best ball. Whereas like you just hammer receiver in best ball and it's fine, but like filling your roster might be a tiny bit more, like a lot more important in redraft. So like I end up always like with crazy receivers and like my running backs suck, and that's like a big issue. So that's probably my main problem. Hammer some running backs early and then take all the crazy values I can get at receiver, and then just enjoy that. I think maybe that might be the play is like get some good running backs early, and then like get amazing receiver value. Because I know I'm going to get neighbors late. I mean, a lot of guys that are interesting late. So that's my short-term plan. Hopefully that makes a better time. I mean, like I said, I've done some money leagues, and I won. I got second one time and the first. And then I also won a playoff contest on like a playoff like mini league on like a site as well. So hopefully I can keep that rolling, keep winning, like getting a top finish or like a first place one. But we shall see. I'm definitely going to do probably like a $200 league or something. We'll see. I don't know what we'll decide to do. Depends on how the end of this season goes. But yeah, that was fun. 2 hours and 50 minutes of drafting. That was a blast. We're getting the dead ADP chair. Do you think the team's draft have a shot still? Yes, I think so too. I think for sure. If you're worried about that, then I would just draft like the contests that have not been open this whole time. But I think you're totally alive right now. Because you've gained so much information. There's been a lot of risers and fallers since like. First of all, there's not been any insane risers that like to the point where it's like not worth touching them anymore. Like Rice is getting close to that level right now. But there's no one that is like drafted in like the 15th round, out there in the second round or anything like that. So like there's not much there to be fair. So I think like as long as you're building teams and like trying to use new information to your advantage, I think you're good. And new information to your advantage is drafting Tim Patrick, drafting Raymond McLeod, drafting, late Hopkins shares, drafting Jalen Warren dips, drafting, Josh Reynolds, drafting Bo Nix backstacks, drafting, things like that. Like those are the type of things that you need to be taking advantage of now that people were not able to do early. So take Luke McCaffrey, take your Diami Browns, like those guys that like people with earlier ADP values weren't doing. Like this is the time. I would say more than likely it's been drafted already, like the winner of BPM, because 75% of the contest is full. And I think a lot of the early entries have a little bit of advantage, but like I think you could build some really good teams that have a shot now. But the whole point of drafting BBM right now is like using your new information to your advantage. So that's what I would say. So I would do grab a scroll down that people weren't drafting before, grab Jordan Mason in low ownership, like those kind of things. Like I think that's the levers you need to pull if you want to like make yourself a little bit better. Grab the guys that have dipped for like little to no reason because they're still healthy or they're going to be healthy. The Hopkins of the world, the Warrens of the world. Both those have dipped. The Ayuk dip by the Ayuk dip that's still kind of existing there. Assuming he comes back to San Francisco, it's a good dip. That wouldn't be warranted if he's still in San Fran. So, yeah, that's what I think. I think still very possible, but if you are worried about that, I would just draft and I would just jump into like any of the new contests they open. I think that makes the most sense. So, anyways, solid draft session. Get 2 on drafters, 2 on DraftKings. That was fun. A little bit different than normal, but I had fun and I appreciate everyone hanging out. That did. Like I said, if you're new, 54 out of 100 subs. Going to try to hit that goal sometime during the season. And everyone have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. I'll be back tomorrow with hopefully some other underdog content, but we'll see. It might be more DraftKings or something like that. So we'll see what we decide to do. And appreciate you guys hanging out. See you guys next time. Good luck this year and see you later.